In this edition of RPP News, great news for Hastings. The CFA honours 2 local legends, and the Riders for Relief hit the hot springs. Hello, I'm Catie Sharp. Welcome to the latest edition of RPP News, bringing you stories from across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. Somerville Highway Patrol has released details of a road traffic crackdown carried out over the past few months. A joint operation with the TAC, it focused on speeding on high-risk roads within the Frankston and Mornington Peninsula areas. Over the time of the exercise, police detected 241 traffic offences, of which 169 related to speeding. Police have reported that this year's road toll is climbing rapidly. A fatal crash in Carrum Downs last week took the number of people who have died in our roads this year to 54, 14 more than the same time last year. Police are urging the community to report dangerous or speeding motorists to 000 or Crime Stoppers. After extensive community engagement, the Mornington Peninsula Shire has adopted the Hastings Foreshore Master Plan. Hastings was recently described by State MP Paul Mercurio as the forgotten side of the peninsula. Over 400 people offered feedback and ideas, leading to a focus on key themes of a connected foreshore, resilient coast and playful destination. The plan also addresses some challenges, such as the Fred Smith Reserve being used as landfill in the 1970s and 80s. Additionally, the foreshore is a low-lying coastal area, leaving it open to flooding during bad storms and king tides, and making it vulnerable to coastal hazards such as rising sea levels and erosion. Cerberus councillor Lisa Dixon says she was heartened by the amount of public feedback and the fact that the plan provides a blueprint for the entire area.
Hence, we had over 300 written submissions and over 1,300 hits on our website. Go Cerberus residents, you're so well done. The plan is amazing, referring to page 198 of the agenda, from slow movers, sports and games, lively pier to nature lovers area are all considered.
Watson Ward ratepayers will be receiving postal ballot papers this week in order to cast their vote and decide which of the 6 candidates should replace Paul Mercurio, who has moved into state politics. Voting closes at 6 p.m. on Friday the 17th of March. There's a chance to meet them all on Tracy Hutchison's Peninsula Talks this week. She'll be interviewing each candidate on Monday between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. on 98.7 and 98.3 and online. Tune in to help make your choice. Commuters are warned of upcoming disruptions on the Frankston line this week. On Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday evenings, there will be disruptions between Caulfield and Moorabbin and South Yarra and Caulfield. Check the apps for more information. CFA's Dramana Fire Brigade has named 2 of its vehicles in honour of 2 long-serving members. Current President Robin Desmond has been a Dramana Brigade member for 31 years. She was one of the first female lieutenants in a Victorian urban brigade and the first female deputy group officer in CFA's District 8. The other vehicle was named for Dramana patron and ex-captain Charles King, who has been a driving force for change within the brigade and served over 44 years across Mount Eliza, Beechworth and Dramana. Peninsula Hot Springs and community partner Mentis Assist hosted the 5th annual Ride for Relief last weekend, a charity cycling event that builds connection and promotes mental health awareness. 1 in 2 Australian adults experience a mental disorder during their lifetime. Ride for Relief brings together local organisations and community members to support those living with mental health challenges. Participating riders cycled from Phillip Island to the Mornington Peninsula over 6 days, arriving last Saturday at the hot springs where RPP was there to greet them.
Wow, it was a beautiful ride. We actually started off at Wonthaggi. We went up through the hills of Wonthaggi and then down into Phillip Island. Head down to Point Nepean, down to Portsea. Yep. We come back along Point Nepean Road, then we head up Arthur's Seat, over the back and then down into have lunch at Flinders and then make our way back here to the hot springs again. It's for Mentis Assist, which is a local mental health support network. They're a non-for-profit organisation based in Frankston and Mornington.
And following a successful national tour, multiple Healthman Award nominee Ian Stenlake is coming to Frankston Arts Centre this week with award-winning singer Michelle Fitzmaurice. They're introducing the brand new show of Academy Award-winning songs ranging from 1935 to 2020. Experience the magic of the songs that have lit up our silver screens for over 80 years in this uplifting daytime concert. Telling the stories behind the songs, this performance will take you on a journey, including songs such as Lullaby of Broadway and Over the Rainbow, through to Can You Feel the Love Tonight and beyond. The show is at 10:30 a.m. this coming Friday, and tickets are available at the Frankston Arts Centre box office. After the break, we have the coming week's weather report.
Hey, they're saying the fire danger rating's extreme. Should we go?
There's no fire around here.
Get out!
I know embers can spread bushfires as far as 40 kilometres. So you should leave early.
Authorised by the Victorian Government.
Everyone knows Australia has 4 big banks, but the 5th biggest retail bank is snapping at their heels. It's a bank that's been around for over 160 years, can be found in over 500 locations nationwide, looks after over 1.8 million customers, and is regularly voted one of the most trusted brands out of all the thousands of brands in Australia. Who is this fantastic number 5? Yep, it's Bendigo Bank. The better big bank.
Established in 1988, Progress Signs has been servicing the local community for 30 years. Located on the Mornington Peninsula, they are the #1 destination for all your signage needs, specialising in a variety of signage from vehicles to shop fronts, occasional and corporate events, short-term, long-term and everything in between. If it's signs you need, be it large or small, Progress Signs is the place to call. Available 24/7 at progress-signs.com.au or call the team on 5975 9188. Thinking signs? Think Progress Signs, a station sponsor.
Here at Bridgestone Select, it's our job to keep you moving with the right advice,
a great range of products
And service you can count on.
So when it comes to tyres,
When it comes to auto care,
come to Bridgestone Select for service that moves you.
Welcome back. Let's now take a look at the coming week's weather. Sunday the 5th brought us a mostly overcast day with some rain. We reached a high of 31 degrees and a low of 16 degrees. Monday sees these conditions continuing with a high of 22 and a low of 14 degrees. Tuesday sees the cloud cover continuing with a high of 19 and a low of 12. Wednesday the 8th of March could bring some more light rainfall across sections of the peninsula with a high of 19 and a low of 12 degrees. Thursday brings us a partly cloudy day with a high of 21 and a low of 12. Friday continues this trend with a high of 21 and a low of 11. And finally, Saturday should see the sun poking its face through the clouds with a top of 19 and a low of 10 degrees. And to our surf guru Muzz, just back from the ski fields of Japan with this week's surf report.
Konnichiwa, bonjour, and hello to all our overseas viewers. I met a few when I was away overseas who said they occasionally watch us on our surf report, so that's pretty good that we have an international audience. To you guys, how you going? Hope you're well. Hope the snow's treating you well. Anyway, back, and here's this week's surf report. It looks pretty good through next week by the looks of it. At the current, looking at the weather map and the swell forecast, looks like Sunday is going to be the offshore day, and probably the beaches at about 3 foot, 1 metre, 1.5 metres maybe. Looks like the peak of those sort of days, but then the wind's going to go west, northwest, and by the looks of it, Tuesday we're going to get a fairly decent swell, and looks like a westerly wind pattern, so northwest west. An early autumn burst with a big burst of swell. So the warm day will be Sunday with probably the best sort of beach break days, and the rest of the week the swell's going to be Tuesday, especially Wednesday into Thursday will be waves in Western Port. pretty much all those days. Also this Saturday is the DSAMP event. Registration at 9 o'clock, so if you're available, get yourself down to Point Leo and get involved. It's always great to get some surfing and be rewarded for what you've done as a surfer and put something back into the community. Alright, it's all in.
And that's all from our team here at RPP News, serving the community with stories that matter to you. Keep watching and do tell your friends. Bringing you the news from coast to coast across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula, I'm Catie Sharp. See you for the next edition.